Hey friends, welcome again to Scrap Cooking. I'm Harriet Clooney. This is the amazing Urban Element Kitchen, and this is the show where we're gonna show you how to use all your bits and bobs that you would normally put in the compost or the garbage, and we're gonna show you how to make delicious treats with them. So today's episode is gonna be pumpkin. It is that time of year. It's Thanksgiving, you're gonna make pie, and you're not gonna buy a can this year. You've decided, you're determined to make it all the way from scratch. So you got a pie pumpkin, and it also has seeds and skin. So I'm gonna show you how to make some Tamari pumpkin seeds, which is definitely something that my mom used to make when I was little. So we've got our pie pumpkin, but before we get to our pie pumpkin, you're gonna hit the like button and the subscribe button, and that way you can get up-to-date episodes, you can watch ones you've already wanted, and you can check out the recipes. All right, so here we go. So I am going to take off the little top carefully. There we go. And this is gonna be the only part that we compost. Now we're gonna cut it in half. So, gonna go straight down the middle, and then I'm gonna kind of pull the knife towards me. And then we're gonna do the same on the other side. So, you know, not how you usually hold the knife unless you're in a horror movie. But there we go. Okay, so now we've got the middle bits. I've got a bowl. I've got a variety of spoons. We will see which one it likes the best. So we're just gonna scoop them out. There we go. So I am gonna get in there a little bit more, but we're just gonna gently kind of poke out all the seeds we can kind of free, and get this middle part where everything is connected in sort of one chunk, because we're gonna be cleaning the seeds, so we wanna keep them kind of as bit free as possible. So these ones are pretty nice and clean, which is excellent. It's not always the case, and it depends on what kind of pumpkin you're using. There's a variety. So now I've got these middle bits, so I'm gonna just sort of run my fingers over them and try to free the little, free the seeds, and they kind of, I don't know if you, there we go. They're all kind of stuck, the little ends, so I kind of want to pull them, kind of pop them off almost. Now these innards I also keep, and I will often make a little pile of them, and sometimes I freeze it. So if I'm making puree, I'll add them in. But if I'm just roasting a squash or cubing the squash, then I'll reserve them for the next time I'm making a puree. But hey. Because it's still tasty, and we like to use everything because we don't throw out flavor. One. There you go. So they kind of have these little flaps, so kind of, there we go. Pull them away from itself. And then you don't get as many of the guts attached. So in a store, when you see pumpkin seeds, they're usually green, whereas these ones are white. That's because these ones are green on the inside, but this little shell is on them. And it's edible, and basically just some extra fiber that you will pass, so it's not bad for you. It's actually good for you. But the pumpkin seeds that you get in a store have been shelled. I tried to do it once. It was not successful. It was very time consuming and frustrating, and it didn't work out. So we're happy to eat the shells and have them pass through us. There we go. I think I've got everybody. Oh, there's a couple sneakies. All right, so in there we've got just a couple little pieces of pumpkin innards. We're gonna just pick out. And a couple here and there, they're not gonna hurt you. All right, so we've got our seeds. And I've got about a 1/4 cup of tamari. You can use soy sauce, you could use Maggi, you could use a lot of different things. So I'm just gonna pour this over top. Really get it, immerse them in it. And we're not gonna add any salt because the tamari is quite salty. So tamari is a type of soy sauce that is usually made, but not always, without any wheat, and it's brewed slightly differently. So we've got our pumpkin seeds that have been nicely coated in the tamari. We're gonna put them on this tray, and I have an oven preheated at 325 because we don't want them to burn. And you're also kind of lifting them out of the tamari because you don't want the excess liquid on the pan. And we're gonna spread them out, hit it with some olive oil so they don't stick to the pan. All right. There we go. And we're gonna bake them at 325 until they're nice and crispy and snackable. All right. All right, so we're gonna set a timer for 10 minutes and check back. All right, so while my pumpkin seeds are in the oven, I'm just gonna scoop out the remaining innard bits. And I'm gonna put them in this container along with those guys. I'm just gonna hang on to them until the next time I make a squash soup or pumpkin soup or puree. Maybe we'll try a different spoon. Yes. This one seems to work better. And I'm just going to take a little bit of olive oil I'm just gonna drizzle it over this guy, and then I'm gonna put that in the oven with my other half. And the pumpkin is gonna steam itself. And it will cook a bit faster than if I cooked it this way up. And it will keep it nice and moist, because that's, that's what we're aiming for with for the pumpkin, so we can make a nice pie for Thanksgiving dinner. Or a family member who wasn't able to make it to Thanksgiving dinner, you can make them a pie and bring it over. There we go. So, I'm gonna wait until my tamari seeds are done before I throw those in the oven. And then this guy, I'm actually just gonna freeze it until I am doing a squash soup or pumpkin soup, and I'm gonna add it in when I do that. All right. Okay, so my timer went off, and as you can see, the edge ones are pretty done, but these middle ones still have a bit of liquid, so I'm just gonna give everybody a little scrape, mix them around a bit, and then I'm gonna put them in just for a couple extra minutes to make sure that everybody's dry. But they smell amazing, and I'm very excited to have a snack. All right, I'm gonna set our timer for 2 more minutes. All right, they're gonna be good. All right, oh yeah. Look at that. Nice, tasty, golden brown, salty. So in order to keep it from sticking so much to this pan, I am actually gonna put them on another pan. You can leave them on this pan, that's okay. Just find it easier, and it cools them down faster to transfer the pan. Yes, it's more dishes. But I find that it'll keep it from cooking, especially if you were just got them in the nick of time. It will, because the pan's still hot, so they'll keep cooking a bit, but this way I go on a cool pan, so they'll cool down a bit faster. All right, so we're gonna cool them down. And then this pan, I just give it a little soak right away. So we're just gonna let these guys cool down, and then we're gonna put them away. And then we have a nice, delicious snack. All right, so our pumpkin seeds are now cool, and oh yeah. They're quite addictive little snacks, so I don't know how long they're actually gonna last in this container, but we'll try. I think you can just eat them as a snack, add them to a trail mix, add them. Could add them to a granola, add a little savory kick to it. Yum. So there we go. We've got some delicious tamari pumpkin seeds. We've got the guts of the pumpkin that I'm gonna freeze for later, and these pumpkins I'm just gonna throw in and bake them for an hour so I can make a pie later. And I'll show you what to do with the innards another time, and in another episode I'll also show you how to use the skin. So thanks so much for watching. Enjoy your snack. I know I'm going to. And I can't wait to see you next time, where I can show you how not to throw out flavor. Cheers.